See if it got. I lost a couple. Frank Dew from Urban Ministry was on it. And I lost this whole interview.
Okay.
Would you tell me your name, Eric? Right?
Yes, my name is Eric.
Okay, Eric. And so we're going to ask you a couple questions today. And
So
get
look
your
at the camera
response.
instead of you, right?
Either way.
Okay.
I don't care. I'll stand here by there, and then
Yeah,
that way it
okay.
won't even be confusing. You've been on TV before or something?
No.
You got all that down. Okay. Eric, when was the last time a Greensboro resident helped you, and what did they do?
The last time a Greensboro resident helped me, I'll say it was about 5 months ago. He was my sponsor for Narcotics Anonymous.
Oh, cool.
He did a lot for me. He helped me stay clean from drugs. When I needed basic things, cigarettes, a little bit of pocket change, he helped me. He helped me get a job. It was just maybe for a week. Somebody needed their house remodeled, so I did a lot of work in there. I painted, I passed holes, and things like that. But he was a real big help and support to
That's
me.
awesome. How did he become your sponsor? How'd he find you?
Well, I had 10 years clean when I used to live in Baltimore, from Baltimore, Maryland. And when I came down here, I started struggling again. I got caught back up on crack cocaine. And I got a list of NA meetings. And I went to this meeting and I would hear him share. And he was telling me how he used to shoot dope in the basements of Baltimore. So I knew I could relate to him because we were from the same place. And I watched him at a few meetings, and I seen how he lived, and I seen that he just didn't talk it, he walked his walk. And I gravitated towards him.
That makes
You know,
sense.
so I went to him and I asked him would he be my sponsor, and he said yes. And he's been a real big help.
Awesome. How did you become homeless?
I've been homeless a couple times.
Okay.
First time was through my drug addiction. I done had jobs as an autopsy tech. I worked for CSX Railroad. I had plenty of good jobs.
So you got some good work resume.
Yes. I had 9 years clean and almost 10. And I got into a relationship. And this young lady, when I got into the relationship, after 3 months, she said she had 6 months clean. And every month she would relapse. You know, she would go down to her girlfriend's house on a 3-day binge, and I would have to go down there and get her and get my truck towed back across town. And we moved into this nice house. And when you looked out back, you seen the basketball court and the river with the boats and the piers, and my son go fishing every day. And I forgot about myself. I tried to be her savior, and I relapsed.
Yep.
And everything that we built up was gone in 6 months. So when I came down here, I got into another relationship, and I didn't use, but the relationship went bad. You know, I decided that I didn't want to be there, and I stood up, and instead of using it for the, just for a space, I said I'm not comfortable here. So I had to leave, and I came into the Weaver house, and I was homeless for a while. You know, I slept in a couple of abandoned houses, and it got better though. It did get better. It did get better.
Okay. In your opinion, what's the hardest part about being homeless?
The hardest part about being homeless is with the shelters. You know, it's not bad when you can come in. It's just most shelters you have to leave at around 7 o'clock.
Got a curfew.
In Baltimore, we had to leave at 4:30 in the morning. No matter if it's winter, no matter. And trying to find something to do from 7 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, it's kind of hard. And a lot of times, people with free time, the mind wanders, and
Trouble.
me with a lot of free time on my hands is not always good.
Gotcha.
You know, because I try to find something to do and then I'll do something negative instead of something positive. So trying to find something to do with all that time is real hard. You know, and a lot of times, some shelters you have to take your luggage with you, and carrying around all your clothes and things like that. It's very hard, and it's 100-degree days or it's 30-degree days. It's very hard.
That makes sense. Well, what are your plans to end your homelessness?
Well, right now I get disability.
Okay.
I get a little bit more than the average because through my work history I paid into Social Security, so it helps out. First step is I'm gonna go to the hotel and just pay by the month until I can get situated. Until I can get focused on everything and do.
Do you have enough disability to have a motel for the whole month?
Yeah, yeah. I paid into the system very well. Like I said, I was an autopsy tech for the state of Maryland, worked for the railroad, so I paid into it, and I was just blessed to be able to have enough to be able to do that and still have money on the side to maintain. So get a hotel and then start saving up my money, getting my credit right, because credit makes the world go round. So once I get my credit right, then I can afford a little apartment, one bedroom. It's just me by myself.
Do you have plans to go back to work?
No, through my disability, I have depression, I have anxiety, and paranoid schizophrenia.
What was the last?
Paranoid schizophrenia.
Oh, okay.
So my mental health is not the best at sometimes, but as long as I'm on my medication and I take it like I'm supposed to take it, I'm a lot better. But as far as going to work, I can't go back to work.
Gotcha. Last question is, we talked about some things here. Is there anything you want the Greensboro residents to know, that just in general, or a message to them?
Greensboro is a real nice place to live. If you have an income, Greensboro is a beautiful place to live. Me coming from Baltimore, Maryland, it's a total change. Because Baltimore is so crowded and congested and so much crime. Because I was listening to the news, and Winston-Salem, their murder rate was 6 for this year. In Baltimore right now, the murder rate is like 175. So North Carolina and Greensboro is a beautiful place to live. It's a lot more that they can do for the homeless.
What can they do?
Have more day programs for the homeless. Job skills, computer skills, teach them how to do resumes, workshops. Something to keep them focused during the day. Because like I say, walking around here with nothing to do all day, it's insane. And like I say, free time, an idle mind, I heard, was the devil's workshop. So giving them something to do through the day, that's very important for the homeless. Instead of just sitting around the same old thing every day. Try to reach out and help just a little bit.
Perfect. 1 minute.